Mr. Chavali, yes, go ahead.
Zoom meeting. Done speaking.
Do you have any question? Do you want to ask anything?
Sir, my aim is to know silence in me.
That is why we are having this satsang.
Yes. We are eager to see you, sir. I want to speak you. Please tell me your phone number, sir. I will call you privately afterwards, sir.
No, we are all together. What is private? This private is the problem.
No, private call, sir. If any query is there,
You can ask.
I am able to contact in international WhatsApp number, sir.
Don't worry, I am connected to you. I am talking to you. You can ask me right away now, whatever the query is. Let's talk about it.
Done speaking.
You have muted yourself. I'm not sure what you exactly want. This is satsang and this is anyone can ask anything. You can ask right now.
Did he say he couldn't speak English?
Sorry, what he said?
Did he say that he couldn't speak English? Maybe that's a concern.
What language do you speak? Mr. Chavali?
Do you want me to speak to him in Telugu?
Oh, he speaks Telugu. How do you know, Revati?
No.
You are very smart.
Just from his name, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, speak to him. Yes, you can be the interpreter.
Okay. No, I can't interpret all those details. Just general things.
Yeah. No
Not my
worries.
first language.
No worries.
ఆంజనేయులు గారు మీరు మ్యూట్ చేస్తున్నారు. మీకు ఏమైనా ప్రశ్న ఉంటే అడగచ్చు ఇప్పుడు. దయచేసి మ్యూట్ తీసేసి అది మైక్ ఉంది కదా ఆ సింబల్ లో నొక్కేసి మాట్లాడండి. సంజయ్ గారు మీకు ఏమైనా ప్రశ్నలు ఉన్నాయా అని అడుగుతున్నారు. ఓకే,
నాకు ఒకటే ప్రశ్న అండి. I am pure awareness and I am silence. How can I find my existence?
ఈ సత్సంగ్ దాని గురించే మాట్లాడుతుంది. సో స్పెసిఫిక్ గా ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయా అని అడుగుతున్నారు. అంటే ఈ జర్నీలో మీ దారిలో మీకు ఏమైనా ప్రశ్నలు వస్తున్నాయా, మీకు ఏమైనా ఆబ్స్టికల్స్ ఉన్నాయా, మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా, ఇది అడుగుతున్నారు.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఆలోచనలని చూస్తూ ఉండమన్నారు.
అవును.
మరి మనకి అలా చూస్తూ ఉంటే మన దైనందిన జీవితం ఎలా జరుగుతుందంటారు?
ఓకే, ఒక్క నిమిషం. Sanjay, he's asking that you have advised that you watch your thoughts. So he's saying, if we continue to watch our thoughts, how am I supposed to interact in this world?
So, where he heard that I'm saying watch your thoughts?
I think it is from the videos. This is my assumption. Just.
Mm-hmm. So, what interaction he's looking for? What sort of interaction is he looking for? With
He's
whom?
saying the day-to-day things that he has to do in his life.
So, what is happening when he's watching? Ask him.
అంజనేయులు గారు, మీరు ఇలా మీ ఆలోచనలు గమనిస్తూ ఉంటే మీకు ఏమవుతుంది అని అడుగుతున్నారు సంజయ్ గారు.
బాడీ కాన్షియస్నెస్ అవుతున్నదండి.
You are having body consciousness. అవునా? మీకు బాడీ కాన్షియస్నెస్ అవుతుందా? అంటే ఏంటండి, కొంచెం ఎలాబరేట్ చేయొచ్చా?
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇఫ్ ఐ ఫీల్ హంగ్రీ,
yes,
that will be known to me.
yes, okay, so that is what he means. Sanjay, Miru, you can talk to Sanjay ji in English if you are comfortable to speak to him.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what he says.
Namaste sir, Sanjay ji.
Namaste.
Sanjay ji, namaste.
Namaste.
So he says he becomes
if I am sitting, if I am sitting calmly and look at the things what happened before me, ఆంజనేయులు చావలి. Sir, can you, I am sharing my video, you look me?
Yes.
Namaste.
Yeah, we have done many times namaste. Yes, very good. You say what you have to say. Go ahead with your question.
How to sit in meditation?
How to sit in meditation or how to live in meditation?
How to live in meditation?
Just accept whatever is happening. Just accept everything.
Accept everything what is happening.
Yeah, and accept also what is going to happen. Because most of the time our mind keeps going into things which are never going to happen, or they might happen, but we keep thinking about creating anxiety, creating thoughts, and also things which have already happened, like a dream.
Like a dream.
Okay
sir, is my interference into that dream?
Sorry?
Is my interference to the any indulgement into that dream? Atma avyavahari. Atma sat, Atma chit, Atma. You don't know Telugu, sir, Sanjay ji?
I'm very illiterate. I only know English and Hindi, that's all.
Hindi मैं जानता हूँ.
Okay, you can ask in Hindi then.
ये हमारा सत्संग है ना, वो contemplation on the self. Instant enlightenment. These are very good to hear, but if you have a hard copy of that satsang minutes, it is very good on me. It is very good to me. Hard copy of satsang, if available, please send me by PDF format, even in Telugu, English. I am able to understand. I studied BCom, sir.
You know, you asked very good thing. Can you believe after satsang there is someone whom I am going to speak only about that, how to create a PDF so we can share it. Actually, after satsang I am going to talk to someone about that only. So it is very good timing, and once it's done I'll definitely send you. Okay,
sir.
Okay, thank you.
Please tell me your phone number, sir.
Don't worry, this is my phone. We are here right now.
I will call you. I will call you, sir, in phone personally. I may have a contact and chat with you.
Okay, I'll email it to you. Okay?
Please tell me your phone number, sir. International phone number.
I will
With
email it
code.
to you. I will email it to you. I've got your email. I will email it to you. Revati, you can
In the WhatsApp.
email him my number, okay?
In the WhatsApp group only, I international call. In WhatsApp group only, international call can be communicated.
Don't worry. Look,
అంజనేయులు గారు
we will do it one to one. Don't worry you. You don't worry. We will
Thank
do
you,
one to
sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, you're leaving now or you're staying?
I am staying in meeting.
Okay. So you can mute yourself if and then we can talk later. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very
Okay.
good. Nice talking to you. And you can okay, very good. I think this is very nice, very light, People have given some comments. Let me read. Lol, this is guy is amazing. He's the best dude in weeks. Adam is saying that. And someone is saying form of consciousness. Yes, everything is form of consciousness. Everything is perfect, This is the thing. Who comes from where, what they ask, everything is perfect. Anyway, this is what it was supposed to be. Start. Any questions, anything? Anyone wants to raise hand or... Beth, yes, please go ahead.
Hello, Sanjay, everyone.
Hello, Beth.
I have appreciated so much that you put these circles on YouTube for anyone and found them, and have been listening for several months and just started to come to this Wednesday. So thank you for the offering. I've had a question in my head actually the last several sessions, and I thought I would just go ahead and ask it. I wondered if you could speak to a spiritual bypass, and if you're familiar, are you familiar with that term?
Sorry, can you repeat it again?
Spiritual bypass.
Spiritual bypass.
Yes, it's the idea of using spirituality to avoid certain aspects of your life, or, the difficult, uncomfortable things.
So we are saying like spirituality is like escapism. That's what you're saying?
I don't think that it is. I think that it could be. And I just wondered what your thoughts on that were. I was listening to someone, a scientist, speak on psychology, and the question just came to me, like with Ramana. What's the distinction between actual, authentic spiritual awakening and just kind of avoiding a 3D life, so to speak?
And look, this question I understood, but I have no clue what spiritual bypass means. If I have never heard this term in my life. Do you want to explain me what the spiritual bypass you want to understand? Because I have no clue about that.
Yeah, it's a fairly new term, as I understand it, and
but why we have to understand a new term? What is the necessity to understand?
Maybe not. Yeah, I'm open to whatever you got from that. If you want to just address that.
So tell me, is it your personal question what you are asking, that whether I am into spiritual escapism or whether I am into enlightenment, or what it is? Like, it is your personal question, or you just want a theoretical answer about some definitions?
It is a personal question, because I am concerned that that there are things that I'm avoiding with meditation. Like I feel the desire to keep letting go and just letting what comes come. But there's another part of me that thinks, why am I not acting? Why am I not responding? Why am I not desiring? And what is left of life if that is not there? If it's a struggle with action versus non-action, I guess. It's a pretty common thing, I think. I've heard this question asked before in different ways.
Which one do you think is genuine? Put your hand on your heart and just feel which one is more genuine. The one who is saying, why don't you act right now? And the one who is saying that you are an escapist, you are a spiritual escapist, why you're running away from things, why you're not acting on things? Or the one who just wants to be in peace and silence, is that genuine? Or the one who wants to be a doer, move, prove, act, achieve, is that genuine? What is genuine? You have to decide, you have to take a side, because this dilemma is both things are actually sprouting out in form of thoughts from the mind, inherited by ego. None of them are freedom. You can say one thought is for freedom, maybe one thought is for doership, and then doership is necessary because I have responsibilities. Others, one can say, oh, if I sit in silence, it is escapism. So these are the techniques of the mind, thought, how to keep you in the trap, So fogginess and delusion and duality, so no clarity about how to move, is that you have to put your hand on your heart and you have to feel what you feel, what is true to you. Nobody in this world, no teacher, no guru, no scripture can help you with that. You only have to know the truth within your heart. Whether things are going for selfish motive with ego, or are they going very impersonal, altruistic way for some broad sense of responsibility which you have to carry. And you will get the answer, you will get the right answer within you. And I'll tell you, both thoughts are coming from mind, and you don't have to trust one thought over other, because you are quite right, you are spot on. A lot of people take up spirituality as a escapism from responsibilities, or if there's a big task coming or a suffering coming or something which they can't avoid, they think, if we take help of spirituality, let this tide be over and then we will be back into our motion. And so many people do this way. And I'll tell you, path of spirituality is razor's edge. You have to be alert, you have to be vigilant, you have to be more responsible. And sometimes you are more in action than others around you, because you have to do the right thing. And perhaps maybe no one around you want to take or do right thing. You have to take that step. You have more share, I would say, out of shared responsibility. Your responsibility is the supreme, because you cannot take sides for any reason, not for any personal gain, not for any group gain, or anything which makes ego to thrive. So you are actually, maybe you might be more in action if you are spiritual. Spirituality is nothing but that infinite action with the stillness of mind. It is not mind is stationary, but action is infinitely happening there. I'm using the word infinite because people think it is laziness. Actually, they are the two extreme ends. If you see the way we divide minds, different categories, tamasic, which is complete laziness, then rajasic, which is activity, and sattvic, which is the pure mind. So the pure mind and staying in stillness, someone can interpret as laziness, not happening anything. But I'll tell you, when you have total acceptance to all uncertainties, you get infinite possibilities, and not infinite possibilities, infinite opportunities come to you. It is something very difficult to express in words how things happen. It's like miracles happen every day, if you want to use in common usage, because, or you can say serendipity or coincidence or whatever term you want to use it, because you have surrendered your own little doership. Actually, we've get ourselves in a very pitiful situation, as if I can do something. We take proud of it, and then we can take guilt of it, that I'm not doing. Look, I'm just sitting doing some bhajans or prayers, and you know, not taking responsibilities of the word and all, that is all. This drama continues in our mind only in thoughts. But I'll tell you, the moment you accept things as it is and you surrender your personal doership, you transcend into that immense number of opportunities, if you call them opportunities, or blessings, that things just happens, and happens at the same time in the fastest possible way, without your intention behind it. Only your purity is behind it. That purity counts, nothing else. And all these new concepts and new terms and people can use from psychological perspective, you know where this all work happens? It all happens in the domain of mind. All psychology, all Western philosophy, it starts in mind and ends at mind. You are beyond mind. Your mind cannot perceive what you are, neither your intellect nor your senses. They all get power from it. They are its subordinate. They have no clue what you are. They can create any picture. They can only confuse themselves. When I say themselves, ego is part and parcel of mind only. It's not you. The one who perceives this body, the one who perceives all these thoughts, emotions, feelings, who is at the center of it, who takes all the brunt, suffering, that is also part of the same mind. It's just the image it has created. So all suffering occurs at the level of mind. Even perception, even this internal talk is happening only at level of mind. The one who is free is even free when this thought is going on and the person is confused. Person will always stay confused, but self, that Atman, that Brahman, is always free. Even now, when the person is confused and asking question, that Atman within you is completely free and detached and only witnessing this drama unfolding. Only you have to identify with that. That's all, nothing else. What effort, no practice. What escapism and what responsibilities. Body does its job, what it has to do. But what you are always free. And you have no responsibilities. And you are that ultimate bliss always. Nobody can take away this bliss from you. Irrespective of what body you are in, what situation you are in. And there is no conflict. Body does or body doesn't do work. There is no guilt to you, no credit to you. Go to the source. Don't worry what sacrifice you have to give for that. Find the source and know yourself. And you can know yourself only by yourself. No, your mind cannot see the self. Your emotions, your feelings, your intellect cannot tell, this is myself and I have found it. Only self can know the self by being the self. But not from ego, not at mind level. I would say, give away these talks. Whatever is happening, accept it. If the body has to do, let it allow to do work. There is no conflict in it. If body has to work 22 hours, let it do. If body has nothing to do and you are in your bliss, let it be. But pay your attention within, not external projections of the mind. Because there is no end to concept. We are in this bondage because of concepts only. Religious concept, societal concept, psychological concept, this concept, new term, new age. There are so many things. Someone emailed me that this is new Advaita or some term he was saying, new Advaita or something, new age Advaita. You can just say anything. These terms have no value. You know, in olden days also, if you see scriptures, people used to have different, arguments about this. Arguments used to continue for weeks. Duality or no duality or this and that. It's all intellectual exercise of no use. It does not give you any freedom. Perhaps it increases our ego, our pride, that I know so many terms, so many things, so many scriptures. Only requirement of any scripture is to know that you have to give up this ego. That's all. If you understand that, then just keep working on it. There's nothing else needs to be done. If we give up ownership of all thoughts, let them come and go. They can only talk to that small entity called ego, which is fake, which is an illusion. No one can reach self. None of these talks can reach self. Self is self-effulgent light of that knowledge in which no thought survives. No thought has value. If you call it sadhana, if you call it practice, this is practice. Not to get pulled by these thoughts or concepts or whatever. Let them come and go. Even not to get annoyed by any type of thought, or whether it's good or bad or silly or absurd, or you can only get annoyed if you own them. Your ownership, and ownership is only at ego level. The moment you give up that place, house is empty. This postman delivers all these thoughts, no one to receive. Then what will happen? One day, there'll be no post. And the moment you leave this place, you realize, I was fooling myself all these years, thinking that I am doing and I'm thinking, and so things are happening. Things happens, and happens much better without your thoughts, without your doership. In the most profound way, in the best possible way. Even I'm not saying that what you call as suffering will go away, but that suffering will become blessing. Because you know that you are not the body, you are not the mind. Suffering is only at body-mind level. Some people call body as pain body. Bhagavan used to call body as disease. Someone said, you had a disease. He said, disease cannot happen on disease. Body itself is disease. And if you understand the meaning, it is not at ease. That's why we call it dis-ease. You are always at ease. You just have to change from where you operate. You have to change your identification. Your identity should not be with body. And you will notice, when you work on it, you will notice that somehow my mind was fooling me so long because I was always believing on these thoughts. And we all know people around us, how they can start a fight with a friend by just a wrong thought in their mind, like you have not done anything wrong, but the other person thinks, and they get annoyed. Mind is so deceptive. It can show you things which are not there. If you give up this association with mind, which is nothing but thoughts, and adhere to the silence, which is eternal, which is continuous, which is the only thing which you can call it as your own, what happens is you elevate. You elevate with the silence. You elevate to an extent that there is no more identity. Identity is the only problem. I would suggest best is be a devotee of this own silence within you. Respect it. Even if you lose things mind is saying. I know we have given so much of input to the mind because of our desires, attachments. It has to play its role now. With that momentum, it will continue to move. It might torment us. We might feel tortured, but have forbearance. Be with truth. Maybe we had no clue about truth before, so we did as everyone was doing. We thought more is better about everything in life. Not as things comes and accepting with folded hands. I would love to share a video one of my friends showed me. It was something like TikTok video in which there was this monkey and a man gave him a banana, another banana, biscuit, this, that. And he never stopped accepting things. He just keep eating, throwing, eating, holding, here, all over. And this is what our mind is. This is what human beings. Greed never ends. There is no difference between monkey and us. Only we look different. Man with mind is monkey, and man without mind is Buddha. This is the difference. Now choice is yours. And choice is everyone's choice. And nobody can help you to know this. Only people can just direct you and tell you, look, this is what it is. It is simple, subtle, but becomes difficult because no one talks about it, no one looks within, and we don't see around us anyone trying to abide in the source, in speaking from that truth. So this journey is your own journey, your own liberation. I'll tell you, Bhagavan never said you have to look into the society, see what people are doing, are they getting out of it or they are involved in it. You do your job and you will realize it was only your dream. You have to awaken from this dream. In Bangladesh is Ekla Chalo. It is path of your alone. You only have to walk on your own path. If some help comes, that is grace only. Some people, what they do is, even in a path, they make company, they start doing entertainment in that. And though they started with a very good intention, but then they get lost. Then it's more like a commune or a community or another religious sect. Sometimes it goes to an extent that it becomes like a cult and you're stuck up again.
Sanjay ji, namaste. Can you tell me Pragnanam Brahma?
Look, I don't want to talk about any Sanskrit terms or these terms. This is not a grammar class and we have nothing to do with these terms. I can't tell you about
Super
any terms.
intelligence is Brahman. Super intelligence is Brahman.
We don't have to talk about any concepts. We don't talk about any concepts here.
Please send me the hard copy of your satsang.
We don't have any hard copy right now.
How to talk with you?
We are already talking.
You are longly talking to others. You are not talking with me long.
There are no others. We are all
Please tell
talking
me
about
your
the
phone
same.
number, Swami. Please tell me your phone number, Sanjay ji.
You will get it. I'll send you. Don't worry.
Thank you, thank you. I am very happy to do satsang without the satsang times. Weekly 3 times. It's cognizable. But we have to, with satsang 24 hours. Then only we deepen our self, deepen in ourself. That is my opinion.
Very good, very good.
Please tell me your phone number. My phone number is correct. But you also give me your phone number. I am very happy.
Look, we only talk in this satsang. We are not doing any phone numbers exchange. Let others, there are so many people, let others also ask. You have asked, so I've told you, just keep it to you. We will talk again. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Everyone is in a trap of mind in a different level. Sometimes we see others, we think they are crazy, but look, we are all crazy in our own way. And sometimes in this dream world or waking dream, you see different things and they come to teach us something, that mind can create anything. Only thing which you can say genuine is you. Eternal is you. Peaceful is you. Even if we go with this concept that anything which is creating restless is not me and not for me, that can also make you separate from all this going on in the mind. Bhagavan was so apt to say that this body-mind complex in together is a burden. Kabir says beautifully that this body, which people want to keep, they do everything to keep this body. Exercise, diet, treatments, whatever. Only a jnani wants to leave it ASAP. For him, it is It is a burden in a way. Because it needs things. It needs to be fed. It needs to be taken care of. Dipali, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, can you elaborate on what you said? This restlessness is not me.
Can you show me your face, please?
Yeah, 1 minute. Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Dipali.
Namaste.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. I was working, so 1 minute. Yeah. The thing is, there is a lot of confusion at times because everything revolving us is because of this body. Your relations, your emotions, your whatever you go through, the whole life, what we've gone through. So you at times you just don't understand how do you consider yourself not to be this body. It's like you're feeding yourself, I'm not this body, I'm not this body, I'm not this mind. But to make that gap between the mind, body and yourself.
That is what the efforts are all about. You cannot, by this word that I am not the body, you are free. If it is so easy,
Yeah.
it is then there is no issue. Then what are the paths and sadhana and all? Because all that understanding is only at intellectual level. Like just saying that
Exactly.
I am not the body doesn't. That's why we are having satsang. You have to practice. You have to know what we are doing. Like people come and they say, tell me how to do it. Tell me how to fix it. People are looking for, like you are on a fast food center, you just come
Yeah.
and take it and then go, and because you're so busy, you have to do so much with this ego, you just want to understand this concept and keep running and then do other things. You don't have time to waste. You're a super busy egoistic person. You just want to know this and just leave it. It will never ever happen. Ego never knows it. You have to give up what you think you are, and that is sadhana, that is penance, that is tapas. If it is so quick, easy, like eating in a
I
fast food,
sorry.
it's not going to happen.
I'm not able to, though I keep telling myself, like, time to time, that whatever is happening in the day to day life, I keep getting myself back to it. And I'm continuously doing japa.
I'm telling
So,
you, who is telling to whom? Just try to understand. Who is telling that I am not the body? Who is telling to whom? Are there two people sitting within you? Like one is telling to other?
no, that is what I'm able to understand everything, whatever is being said. I'm able to understand intellectually everything, whatever is being said. But I'm not able to do the question part or like that thing that who am I and to go deeper into it. So that's what I was just sharing with you. I'm doing the japa part. So continuously instead of the thought process and doing that, I go back to japa.
That's okay. If japa works for you, then do japa. Even Bhagavan says that all these techniques gives you some benefit because you quieten the mind, and then
Yeah,
finally that helps.
yeah, because that helps. There are a lot of disturbance, lot of issues. So, but then I get it back to it, so it normalizes the period of getting disturbed, the duration, staying disturbed, angry, and all that has really reduced a lot. because I put my mind back to japa. But if I actually sit down to do meditation kind of a thing, that time I feel restless.
That time you feel restless, it is a good thing, because now you see whatever is left is still inside. There's lot to go
Yeah.
out, lot to disappear. So many people I know, they have never done meditation. They think they are perfectly fine, and then someone tells them to do meditation, and then they realize, they get really scared and frightened, because when they sit, then they see all these crazy stupid thoughts. Sometimes guilt comes to people that this is the way what I think. But from this step you can take another step, that who is listening to these thoughts, who is getting involved, who is enjoying, who is getting resentment. When you ask this, then slowly you recede out of it. It's a process. That's why it takes so long. There are less fortunate people who just do like this and it happens like Bhagavan. Because look, we need to understand, we have corrupted our mind for so many years. If, let's say, we would have started in childhood age, we would have got a teacher or a guru living in an ashram or at home, things would not be that difficult, isn't it? But because it is so much of this is we have acquired right understanding, right method, and not getting more of this garbage again. Working at ego level is also important, because what we are clearing and we keep adding to it. So all these methods which help you when you see from where you talk to people, how you behave, what you think, what is your intention about each and every act, how you act with people. Is it for me only, my gain, personal gain, family gain, playing tricks? This is all is very subtle and nobody can teach you. But if you are in that alert awareness, you understand the tricks of the mind, how it deceives you, how it plays tricks in life to prove a point to others about yourself, playing self importance.
That is there.
How cunningly we tell others how smart we are. This is what ego is, nothing else. It is very simple. Once we understand, once we have a knack of it, that there is something much more purer, pure gold in us. From there, from that vantage, if we look, all this ego, all these games we have played, the way we have acted looks so bad. Who wants to go into things which they feel bad about? You will never get into that lowly state again. Because there is no bliss, there is only restlessness there. But from where you see things, you feel peace, you feel bliss,
Yeah.
there is silence. And thoughts don't come to that from where you have no intention. If you have no intention, how thought will come to you? Thought is about an intention. I should do this, I should do that, I should get something from this, I should do this. But if that's not there, then it is all clean.
But the
Dipal-
intention will be there, no? When we have to see, we are a family people. So we have to do things for the family also.
do for everyone. Yes.
But then the intention will be there, no? That I
Yeah,
have to do this for my husband, for my children. It is always there.
that's good. No issues with that. Doing for others, doing for family, doing for everyone is good. Spread love, do for others, it's good. Do from your heart, no issues with that. Actions of the body has nothing to do with your internal workup. It can continue all the time. But if while doing you take it as a doership and take credit, and then someone else is not doing the same for you and you're feeling bad, then it is an issue.
Yeah. That is
Doing
true.
is not an issue.
Yeah, because that comes every time. I've done this. I've done this for everybody. I'm doing this for it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Dipali. Baraka, do you want to say something? Hello, Baraka. I think you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm saying, please, could you speak on the concept of gratitude? Like when we say you have to be grateful for stuff, to whom exactly is one expected to send those gratitudes to? And if one is the absolute, then who receives the gratitude and who is supposed to give the gratitude? Could you please speak on that?
You can call it gratitude, you can thank. When you are giving gratitude, you are still at an ego level. So there is a higher power within you, in your heart, which is taking the gratitude. The more you are humble, you have humility, you say thank you, that ego which is giving gratitude will dissolve in it. And yes, you are that absolute, but right now, with that gratitude, that helps to dissolve the ego. Otherwise, we feel, I have done it. I am doing, I am the achiever. For everything, we take credit as an ego and we build our separate entity. But with gratitude, it melts away. It helps to melt away that ego. So, in a way, you are not giving, nobody else is taking that credit. You only, you are giving to yourself only, your true self. For that ego to melt away, that gratitude makes you that which is receiving it. It helps you to achieve that grace of your own self, to be that self.
Okay.
There is no one else.
Okay. So it means if one is constantly aware that the ego is not who you are, whenever you get something or you do something, it's not really necessary that you give gratitude. Is that what you mean?
Yes, perfectly.
As long as you don't do it with the intention that with the intention of or as long as you don't direct whatever that you get to the ego, but you recognize that this thing that I get is a projection from the absolute.
Very true. If you are in that neutral state, things coming and going, and you're receiving, and things are leaving away, or whatever is happening, and you stay so neutral, yes, what gratitude.
No.
You have accepted everything, so you're quite right. But to be
All
that,
right.
gratitude helps to be that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's sit in some silence. I would suggest people to just mute themselves. Ben has sent a message: having fear, the silence presence of God is always there. Yes, but we have to give God a chance.
I was
Yes,
saying
sir.
having faith.
Yeah. Faith moves mountains. Yes. Sometimes at ego level it is very hard to understand some things, and because things changes and the way you act changes, the more you get into your own peace yourself, then who will do what? And Baraka was to the point. I'll tell you, this was a very good question he asked. If you are in that awareness, then whom to say thanks? For whom gratitude is? It is so beautiful, because all these things are means to be there only. When Bhagavan, Ramana, devotees around him used to sing songs like Ramana Satguru, or Hail Bhagavan Ramana. Sometimes he used to rejoice and dance, and he used to sing the songs, and one of his devotees, Murugna, asked him, why you do it? We can understand we are doing it to get your grace, but why you are doing it? He said, what else should I do? So I should not be in that bliss. I should not be thankful or enjoy that bliss. That is coming from, not from me to you. It is coming from the heart. That heart is Ramana in all of us. So it appears to be duality, but there is no duality. If someone joins hands and says, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, a person intellectually can ask this question, what are you doing? You are that God, you are that Brahman. Whom are you thanking? And I would say, you are thanking yourself. What is wrong about it? You are thanking that power within you. With you, now you have identified. But there was a time you could not identify with that. You are not demented about those memories, you still remember. And you still having that gratitude that it has come to me, that knowledge. So thanking that is not a problem. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.